today we are chasing panfish. We're on a little lake in northern Wisconsin and there's bluegills and crappies in here, so we're going to see if we can catch a few. I just drilled a bunch of holes, so we'll hop from hole to hole, try to find a fish. Fishing with my dad and my cousin Mike, so we're going to go see if we can catch a few fish. Well, we're just getting set up here. Mike and my dad Ray are throwing some baits in right now. We'll see if we can locate these fish. We're just using small jigs. This is a 16-ounce tungsten jig that I'm using, and I'm gonna tip it with a little plastic bug here, and we'll see if we can put a few fish on ice. Got our first fish.
Beautiful color on it. They're marked steady down there.
Yeah, I see that. It's a nice one. What were you doing?
Just a steady three knocks and just let it sit, and seen them come up, pull off a little bit, and you just hammered it. Didn't even need a spring bobber on that one. Little polka dotted teardrop, just tipped with 2 axes.
Oh, they're hooked up. Hooked up. Yeah. First one. It's got a nice little bluegill. Throw him back. Michael just had a bigger fish on. I think it was a bass, he said. He's still, the tears froze in his face now for missing it, so we'll have to get him cleaned up before we put him back on camera. Oh. Well, I'm definitely missing more than I'm getting right now, I can tell you that much.
You didn't lose one.
What's that?
At least you didn't lose one. I lost my favorite jig.
Oh, maybe you'll catch him again and get your jig back.
Yeah, that's possible. I've seen that happen.
Well, it's a bass. I mean, not this much.
No, there's a chance he'll hit again. Recover it.
It wasn't a big bass either.
Oh, there we go.
That felt like a better one.
Yeah, it feels like a little better fish. What do we got here? Just a nice small gill. Feisty. So they're just feisty. That's all.
Feisty but fun.
Oh yeah, that's a blast. And the temps are so nice today too. Had a little break in the weather and got some warm weather right now. Warmer, I should say, not warm weather, but
Yeah,
for us it's warm when it's going to be 30 degrees up here, so we're pretty happy
The ice ain't
about
melting.
that. Yeah. There's another one. Little guy, but boy, you got to be aggressive with him. Michael was saying, just pound it off the bottom there, and he's 100% right about that. As soon as I started doing that, I started catching fish. So he's been out here before and kind of had the lowdown in this lake, and it was nice enough to come with us today and put us right on the fish.
Boy, they got a bunch right down there now.
Oh, there he is.
Oh man, not a big guy. There he is. Oh, but it's a bluegill. Mike was right. You got to pound it on the bottom, and they're going after it. I'm going to throw him back, and I'm going to get her down there.
Tinier hits. That one's still got a few years.
What?
Nice. There's the bigger gill. Little small lake bluegills. This one got quite a few dots, but well, still seems pretty healthy. This is one of the bigger fish we probably got so far today. A lot of picking and choosing through here. Just on a little pink one after I lost my favorite jig with eyes on it. Just with a waxy.
Something on there.
Get him, Mike. Here he comes. Big greenie.
And the frog in his mouth.
I'll be darned. I haven't seen that in a while, but I knew it was a bigger fish because my red mark on my Vexler, it just popped right up. I mean, right now. That's what you make a look, and maybe your lure's in there.
Yeah, I gotta look at my polka dot.
Yeah, get that back because that has happened a few times already. These fish will hang around. Throw that fish in your hole, hey?
I don't want them in my hole.
That's a green bass.
It's a largemouth.
Largemouth.
Largemouth bass.
Yep.
You can see that frog in there now.
2-pound test line. I got him.
Look at that. It's like a 7.5, almost 8-inch bluegill right there. Dark colors on them. Pink. I can't think of the name by a chance, but I just call it the mousy jig. Just with a waxy on it. A beautiful fish, thick fish. Maybe in a few years we can come back and catch them and keep them this time.
It's a better one.
Oh yeah.
That's a little bit nicer one there. We're kind of sorting through them. And there's a nice gill. So we're kind of looking for here. So I don't know, probably 8-9 incher. Not bad. Beautiful colors. These are such beautiful fish, and we're just having a blast out here. Just got here, I don't know, maybe half hour, 45 minutes ago, and we're just nailing them. So we're having a lot of fun catching some bass in between. Can't ask for anything more. We're on just a beautiful little lake here in northern Wisconsin. I don't know, this lake can only be maybe 4 or 5 acres, but these lakes are scattered all over the Northland, and if you do a little work you can find some decent fish in them for sure and have a lot of fun.
Oh, there's a nice fish. Come on, oh, there's a bigger gill. Wow, I tell you, nothing like it. It's so much fun out here catching these there. That's as big as my hand. Picking and sorting, but I mean, it's worth if you catch them like this. Just a small lake. I mean, 15 feet maybe. That's probably the deepest spot. Just thick. Right, that one was probably 5 feet off the bottom when I marked it. I thought it was a bass, hoping maybe to catch the one that robbed me earlier. think we're gonna keep that one for a little bit to eat there for fish fry, but it wasn't the bass I was looking for, but I'll take that over that bass. You can always buy another jig. But kind of picking and choosing now. I mean, marking a few more fish on the graph than when I got here, but they're starting to come suspended off the bottom quite a bit more. Well, maybe you can catch one. I mean, how many fish you catch so far?
Oh, well, I got about 10.
10?
Yeah.
How long you been here?
Well, as long as you have.
I'm pretty sure I got double that.
Okay.
If you got 10.
Well, yeah, but this is your area.
This is my backyard.
Yeah, this is your backyard.
This is no Lake Ugivic. You can't trash talk me now for not
Yeah,
catching
but who
fish
catches
like
them 2-pounders over there?
Not like, I can count on one hand how many 2-pounders you caught in front of me in the last 3 years.
How many?
Probably 5.
Oh, how many did you have?
Oh, that's... I've had some close ones.
Huh?
I've had some close ones.
Yeah, well, I
off.
threw probably 50 back 1 pound 15 ounces. Wow. If they're not over 2 pounds, and actually I don't even keep them. I throw them back.
You throw them back because you only caught hundreds of them.
No, well, I caught my share of them. Let's put it that way. And you're trying to catch up to me right now.
I'll never catch up to you. I can do that in about half a day.
Oh. And I'm your uncle.
Let's see.
Be nice to me.
Can you catch one?
Yeah, I can catch one.
What we're doing is get to the bottom. We have a small, I don't know what are those, 16th ounce, not even, maybe 1/32nd.
I think they're both 32nd.
Yeah, ounce jigs. Just a little teardrop, and we're tipping them with a wax worm. And these gills are down. We're in 14 feet of water. We're in a little basin here. This is a really small lake, but you get down to the bottom and just pound it down there, and you'll see them come up. There's one right there. And that just triggers the bite. No, that's not a bad one. It's another decent gill. Oh, and see Michael's on something bigger there right now. Oh yeah, he's got a nice one over there. We're getting some better ones right now. We were on a few smaller ones earlier, but now we're starting to, get into some bigger ones. These are actually, we'll be able to get a fish fry out of these.
Ooh, he just got a big one in. He almost just lost him right in the hole.
That was close. That scared me. My heart just about dropped. Probably 9.5 inches.
Yeah, that's a beaut.
Biggest fish so far, I bet.
Let's see what it's coming. Oh, nice fish. Nice fish.
Nice bluegill.
That's nice bluegill. Got him?
Yep.
Alrighty. Pretty decent gill. Big as my hand.
Deeper water.
Deeper water. I'm at 17. Mike's at 12. And Joe's at 15, so we kind of got a hole right here, and it's looking good right now. We just moved here a few minutes ago, and we're picking a few off right now, which is good. I got to keep up with my nephew because he's kind of hard on me. He's the bluegill whisperer. I can tell you that right now.
He needs the help.
And he says I need the help, but he needs the help when they go perching though, because I am the perch whisperer. I can catch them big ones.
Oh, there's one. Not too bad. Getting a few decent ones here. We moved probably 75, 80 yards over to another part of the lake here. Like I said, it's not a real big lake, but that's where you're hole hopping when you're fishing like this. You just keep moving, get on the fish, and they stop biting, move, get on a few more. It's the way to do it. And things like this, these small lakes, so easy to fish normally for, if you're not real experienced in ice fishing, easy to navigate. You can just walk right out on them. Watch a few videos before you go out, and you can learn how to come up here and go ice fishing and have a lot of fun. I'm gonna get this baited up and send it back down. Probably maybe we'll keep him for the fish fry. And what we're using too, These little jigs that sit and then tipped with waxworms. And you can pick these waxworms up at any local bait shop around here. Even the gas stations will have them. So easy to get bait, and they're easy to, you know, you can throw them in the fridge and keep them for a week. So I'm gonna get this back down and see if we can get a few more.
Little guy, big as some of the bluegills we're catching. He just inhaled that jig right through the top of the mouth. Oh!
Are you making a mess?
Maybe.
Can't take kids anywhere. Wow. Look at that.
Hey man, I don't gotta pick for my bait now.
I guess not. You know,
Fish came off out of my hand, hit the waxes everywhere. Wow.
Had a great time today fishing. I was fishing with my cousin Mike and my dad and had a lot of fun. Caught a bunch of nice bluegills, so we're gonna do a little fish fry with those. Like I said, we're fishing a small lake here in northern Wisconsin. There are lakes like this all over the Northland up here. Just a little research and you can find your own little, you know, honey hole of a spot where you can come and catch a meal just about any time. Do a little research. You can use Google Maps and go on the DNR website to find out, you know, what kind of fish are in there, whatever you're after. If you're after bluegills like we were today and crappies, you can look at the lake report most of the time and find out if they're in there. So good way to know which lakes are the best to fish and how common the fish are in them. So just a little tip on that. We're gonna pack up and get out of here today, so thanks for watching.